Mano, eu tava vendo agora. Tava. Não.
We were able to capture the tugboat without killing any caravaneers. With its help, Duke and I infiltrated the bridge town. If everything goes as planned, we'll soon leave this place. Our next target? The bridge mechanism control booth.
Mecanismo da ponte. Tá. Eu tava vendo, mano, e acho que a melhor abertura de jogo foi essa do metrô, mano. Nunca vi uma abertura tão foda. Que eu joguei, né? Teve a do God of War 4 também, que é muito foda. Mas eu não joguei. Abertura não, né? Que você já entra no game. Mas é foda pra caralho. Mas o que eu ia falar é que até agora a gente só encontrou. Tipo, antes nos jogos do metrô era muito bicho. Tipo, era uma parte bicho, uma parte soldado pra matar. E agora tá muito misturado isso. Acho que agora é a primeira parte. A primeira vez que a gente tá só com um soldado. Bandido, né? Tem coisa pra cá, né?
He also didn't harm the unarmed folk that just happened to be there. He hasn't lost the last of his humanity, that heretic. Not to mention that Katia and
Por aqui por fora.
scared and all the confusion. There's a rumor that people saw her with the heretics.
So you think they might attack?
Who knows? They are heretics. May the Tsar
Foda que eu ainda tenho que procurar. Tenho que procurar caderno. Pô, livro.
Fish, be my guide.
Mano, ainda tem muito pela frente, velho. Tem muita coisa pra gente fazer ainda. Muita coisa vai acontecer.
Is Simon's back? Back? But he and Kirill vowed to eradicate all the demons. You don't just come back after that.
Well, ask anyone. They got captured by heathens, but a heretic, one of the new ones, freed them.
Old Simon just got cold feet, that's all. All the stories people tell not to go.
No, he did not. He came back and with a huge fuss at the church and got his way through. Now we will be praying for that heretic instead of Simon.
Foda que eu fico tão. Eita.
Oh, God. For a heretic? It would please God, though. That's...
Fico concentrado no jogo e esqueço de falar, velho.
Then he just made the sign of the cross, kissed the altar, and went back to the demons.
Yes. What about Kirill?
He's the one who's going to do
Foda que eu não quero perder.
select himself
You know,
like this.
I've been thinking...
Eita, tem um cara ali.
Those heretics once, not everyone is created the same. God
Just
save
want to get
Simon.
to the other side.
Eu não quero perder o coisa, velho.
Then what's so nice over there on the other side?
I just before I see him come back and save his soul. He didn't even go out to fight a demon.
Well, you know what?
Eita.
Or not.
Now you don't even know what's worse. It's been a month since anybody returned from the trip to the House of Atlantis.
Eu não quero perder livro. Livro não, leitura, né?
Well, how about I come with you? We'll do it together for sure. Why is it better where heretics live?
Don't even think about it. I'll handle this myself.
Just tell me if you change your mind.
All right.
Where?
Look around. Your eyes are young. And shout if you see anything. Got that?
Yes. What's not to get? Well, really, why is it so good where the heretics live? Who likes it there? I don't get it.
Droga. Eu não queria matar ninguém, velho.
Shield us from the touch of evil, and the breath of evil, and from its temptation. And save our souls the way you saved our lives, to serve your will and confirm your power here on earth again, just as you have confirmed it in heaven. And give us strength to triumph over Satan
Queria sair daqui sem matar ninguém.
and punish us, should we prove unworthy.
They killed. What was that? In the passage right.
Droga.
And confirm your power here on earth again, just as you have confirmed it in heaven. And give us strength to triumph over Satan's minions, and punish us, should we prove unworthy.
Ele fica escorregando, mano.
Right there.
Caralho, maluco, tomou uma bicuda na orelha. É isso que é foda, tudo parece papel, mano. Ficar ali.
How long do I have to stand here?
Eita porra.
Again.
Pra tentar matar esse cara aqui, mano.
I wish I could catch a hit but no.
Espero que essa arma seja silenciada, velho. Eu quero descacete de todo mundo aqui. Tem um cara aqui dentro, parece. Isso que é foda, que eu queria saber, mano. Tem folha, velho, pra ler. Eu não queria perder nenhuma. Bom, desci o cacete de todo mundo. Ó, vou sair pra cá.
I'm almost at the cove. Are you almost down there?
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows.
Mano, a chuva parece muito real, velho.
For the faithful reside here, and the Lord in his mercy and wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silantius. And so speaketh the Lord, I will be with you,
Eu nem lembro como eu passo por aqui.
provided you are true in your
Mas por aqui não foi.
provided you reject satanic technology. We reject. And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception
Caiu.
in the cause electric current. The curse eclipsed the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him.
Caralho, essa minha arma não é silenciada agora, hein?
For the electric current, he's Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by its corruption will be let through by the starfish. Glory to the fish! So let us not fear the heretics at our door, the ones who would attack our cloister. Even with their iron sleeves standing before us, thinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us, we will not falter.
Eu acho que tinha alguma coisa aqui, velho. Algum papel, sei lá.
For this is our hour of glory. Amen. Amen.
Vixe, tinha vários cartões postais? Não vi nenhum.
Your hands slay the enemy's servants with no rest or mercy. For we carry out
Eu imaginei que tinha, mano, mas eu não lembro não, velho.
his retribution
Não lembrei não.
punishment for their sins that our enemies will receive. And
Eita, caralho.
before our gates shall scatter like dust in the wind. His will be done. His will be done. For he will devour them, body and soul. For one contention,
Mano, eu quero saber se tem outras coisas aqui, velho.
but electricity put an eternal brand upon the sin. So let us call to the starfish. Come! And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The perfect gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. Amen. We'll never get past the starfish.
So you got me, you damned heretics. You took gotcha, and now you have me.
Damn, you are quicker, Tom. Look, we're just passing through. Let us through peacefully, our guys won't shoot. We've been easy on you people the whole time. And Katya asked us to take her along herself. Do you get me?
Sure thing. First you kill off the local cutthroats, and then you switch to us. Will you kill elders and children too? Or have you drunk enough blood already?
Ah, é, né? A gente tem que passar de trem aqui. Aqui não, né? Em algum lugar.
Leave us for good now. God may punish you for your sins, but my responsibility is to tend my flock.
That's a good boy.
Hear me, brothers! Hold your fire! You hear me? I'll excommunicate everyone who shoots! Well, I did all I could. Just don't shoot. And tell the driver to keep it slow. The bridge is in shambles, so don't stop, or the bridge might collapse. You are
Under
not
order
to jump.
2 here.
Give
We've
them
reached
to
an
me.
agreement. They will let us through if we don't shoot and move slowly. Don't stop. I repeat, do not stop. Over.
Hear you loud and clear. Get this way out. All right. Hold your fire until ordered.
Nossa, esse bug aí.
Let's jump! Well, that's a job well done.
Caralho, da hora, velho. Muito louco. Primavera.
Left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretched before us now. The bridge dwellers had finally decided to believe that we were not demons and let us pass. Anna was right. We invaded their world, and it's not up to us to destroy it. No matter how stupid it may seem. Electricity is a sin. Is that really worse than the lies we were told in the metro? About how the whole world was dead and there was nowhere to go? Everybody in the tunnels bought that convenient lie. Once we reach Yamantau, we will at least know if that lie was justified.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the Colonel wants you on the breach. See you later.
Come on, wake up. You did a great job there. We're not home anymore, so we'd all better act like you did. Smoothly. It's not like there's many of us humans left now. So I hope someday we will be able to trust others just because. Because they are people too. Am I bothering you? Sorry, I'm in a philosophical mood today. Stay here for a bit, Artyom.
Olha lá, se eu tivesse mais foto, né?
This
Nossa,
is
só a mão do
great.
Artyom.
I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home for one, a place where we could live, a log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together, through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. You know, I had a talk with Katya. I'm sitting here recalling that bridge and those people there, and we've been sitting underground for 20 years. And they haven't. So what? These are not the same people who used to build cities, planes, and space rockets. They are just like us in Metro, only even more dejected. They are essentially slaves. For real. They work all day and pray all night, always watched, always directed. Everything is under control. Everything is decided by the community. Well, I mean, Silantius. They don't even have any property. Even their socks belong to the community. They're just entranced with him, with these ridiculous lies about electricity. Of course, not everyone got fooled easily, but if they dare ask questions, they get penance, exorcising an electric demon with prayer and the cross. But that's a death sentence. How is a flashlight dangerous? Or a radio? But no, they shun it all. They hide and keep praying. How can you even make people believe this ridiculous garbage within just a few years? People in general start believing lies surprisingly easily, don't they? As long as those lies are convenient or at least familiar. Take us, in Metro. All right, we haven't met the occupying forces yet. If we disregard that shirt I found on an antenna... Katya and Crest, never met them either. But maybe they are still out there somewhere. And if they are, then they didn't even tell us about them back home. They didn't tell us that the war was still on. They just made us believe that there's no life anywhere outside of Metro. They've been lying to us, lying non-stop. All this time. Were their intentions good? Perhaps. But the Metro is a castle built on lies. Damn, am I angry.
Caralho, o Ayrton parece
And
velho,
so far, no matter how far we get, we haven't met a single enemy. Isn't that strange? But Father won't have a word of it. Stay vigilant, be careful, the enemy never sleeps. You know, I love my father. A whole lot, no matter what. But what if everything he's been told is just another layer of lies? I hope we'll find out how deep this rabbit hole is once we get to Yamantau. Well, what do you know? I do feel better now after telling you. Thanks for hearing me out, Artyom. Let's just sit here a little. All right, run along. Dad wanted something.
O que ela vai falar?
It's like living in a fairy tale. A prince has rescued his princess from a monster-infested dungeon and is taking her to his magic kingdom where they are going to live happily ever after. Do you think we're going to find that kingdom in the end? Though, if it's with you, I'll be fine anywhere. Live happily ever after is the most important part as far as I'm concerned.
Mano, acho que é isso. Ela não vai falar mais nada, não.
Leaving already? Well, go get them, Tiger.
Já vai sair, tá loucona, porra. Tá, isso a gente já viu. População. Duque. Jota. Meu Deus, o Sam tem coisa, hein? Caraca. Stefan. Bukarev. Batya. Inácia. Crash. Bandidos fanáticos. Humanimais. Peixe César. Fêmea de camarão. Macho do camarão. Camarão. Cachorro. Ah, o cachorro. AK, matadora. Essa é a 12. Um tiro. Cretina. Tá.
Kenel, come in. Do you read me, Kenel? Morehold here. I'm in Gemete. Over. Kenel, come in. Kenel, over. That's just great. Well, I'll try later.
Tá tocando uma música.
Why are you guys kissing Menchikov's ass so much? How long has it been since he even arrived in Irkutsk? Not even 2 years.
You'd better reconsider your position on Meshnikov. Did you forget who started trading with the convicts from Zolotoy?
Huh? Well, that was Zakhar's idea. And Zakhar is the man. He crossed Baikal. Alone. We'd try not to do anything he proposes at once. While Menshikov, I couldn't care less about.
Aren't you getting too big in your head? You're so cool now that the relay gang is off your case? Don't fall off that high horse.
Go to hell, Dan. Alright. I can live with listening to Menshikov if you're so fond of him.
Enough of that shit already. The important part is that Irkut is still around, and you guys are too.
You're right. That is the important part. Well, give my regards to Menshikov. Over and out.
You devil. Over and out.
How long have we been on the road for? I've been listening to the radio too. And there was not a single transmission about any occupying force. There's so much regular chatter. So many stories. Dad says all those are coded transmissions, that they all have hidden meaning, but why would they be so secretive? Why aren't they using this railroad? Why don't they at least control its key junctions? Why did they not install any roadblocks? If they are even out here. This is the main transport artery, after all. Maybe they are not here at all. Maybe they never came here, or they are already gone. Though, where to? Remember? Neither Katya nor Crest have ever met them. Though we seem to be doing just fine even without them. It's like Middle Ages. That Silentius is treating people like slaves, getting them killed. I can't believe they had it worse without his lies, nonsense, and human sacrifices. And us? We had been living down there for so many years, fighting each other. And nobody even thought you could live outside.
Olha minha bota. Mano, eu quero esperar pra ver se ela fala alguma coisa a mais. Se tem mais informação. Ah, eu vou sair.
Time to go. Okay, let me get up.
Vou lá falar com os carinha ali. Já volto.
Uncle Artyom! Uncle Artyom! Uncle...
Ó, perdi uma. Ah não, aqui eu perdi várias, né? Carta de Nasha. Querido papai, tô escrevendo para você saber onde procurar eu e a mamãe quando voltar. Porque eu e a mamãe queria ficar, mas os silêncios diz que a gente precisa ir pra torre pra sair do vagão, mas eu não quero. Eu queria esperar você no vagão, mas a mamãe disse que eu não posso. E o Silêncio diz que você não volta porque não passa no teste da fé. Ele é mentiroso, bobo, porque você nunca precisa de teste. É dele. É idiota. Eu lembro que você diz isso. A mamãe não disse nada, mas eu sabo que ela também tá te esperando. Então, por favor, volta logo. Leva a gente para longe desses bobos. Te amo então, Nasha. Coitada da Nasha,
Doctor
velho.
has already set his shop up. Wanna go look? It's so cool. Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. And what do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees.
Agora eu tenho que fazer bala de
The
12, mano.
faster we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms.
Oh meu Deus, termina de falar, meu.
People are starting to look pretty ragged, you know. Well, Duke's plate carrier won't hold the back plate anymore, and he jokes that he's lucky it's not the front one, or else his toes would be in danger. Regardless, I am turning this little gang back into a real army. Well, that's it. I bragged enough and won't waste any more of your time. The Colonel summoned you. Well, I have stuff to do too. You guys are fast to break gear, but none too expedient to fix it.
Uncle Talkative! Uncle Talkative!
What would you like to ask, Nastya?
Uncle Talkative, do you have a sewing machine?
No, I don't.
Que isso, 2010?
But how are you going to fix the suits then?
Well, like everyone else, I take a thread and a needle, and I use a sail stitch.
A smoke break. That's good. Oh, this is one mean smoke. This is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take.
I sure can.
Eu não quero fumar isso daí não, mano. Não quero não.
Will
Eu
you
posso
let
beber?
me fix Sam's rifle strap?
Esse é o quarto do coronel, né? Coronel Miller.
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
Agora eu tenho que esperar os caras cantar. Tocar um violãozinho. Que você tá brincando de roleta russa? Parece a música do começo do metrô.
Thank you, Stepan.
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market. Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Sieni used to say it. So I cried and cried. She knows. She knows it all.
I'm sorry, Katya. I'm so sorry.
Olha o jeito que eu tô.
Let me tell you how we ended up at the bridge. We used to live in northeast from here. Quite close if you go in a straight line. But it took us a month. Everything's bombed to rubble out there. Yermak asked me and I told him. Sini used to say there were lots of military factories out there. Not just military, of course. General industry. And now you can't pass through there even with filters. The radiation is so high. No railway either, just crater upon crater. We were quite far, but our counter still went crazy. One route appeared intact. There was nothing to bomb. So we used that one, thinking we'd get further to the west, but of course they did not let us cross the bridge with the diesel. They said it was satanic. They were ready to let us stay if we gave them the diesel to cleanse it. So we stayed. And then we couldn't leave, even if we wanted. That old goat, Father Silentius, brainwashed everyone, so they would just pray and bow non-stop. They broke our diesel down with their bare hands and threw it into the river. Purification. And on top of it, they gave us trouble for not helping them. Ksenia went to check what was going on, and there were only locals there, because Silentius at the Skatina had sent our people away to test them. He said that if they wanted to be truly accepted, they had to defeat a demon. Ksenia went to stop them. But it was too late. He only found burnt rags. And then they sent him to do the same. He never came back.
Katya, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you really didn't. What's done is done. It kind of got so glum in here. Perhaps you, Stepan, could play us something.
Sure thing!
Será que eu posso tocar também? Não. Vou falar com a Ana de novo. Vai que ela...
So you're back. What other plans does our leader have in store? Wait, don't tell me.
Nem falei com ele ainda, filho. Mano, eu vou ter que sair, velho. Tem que falar com ele, né?
Leaving already? Well, go get them, Tiger.
Deve ter umas histórias na rádio ali da hora.
Stop it already! Well, what did you expect?
So, what's up with your plate carrier? Tokarev was mad.
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
Come on, out with it!
Well, there I am, sitting on a beam, looking at Artyom milling about below. Oh, you are so full of it! Artyom did most of the work! That he did, yeah, he did. But you don't have to interrupt my lies. You asked me about the Vest yourselves. Alright, go on. So I see Artyom get to the door, and I think it's time I came down. So I do. But something just holds on to me. What does? How should I know? It's dark, nobody around. But I can't move. And those locals kept going on about Tsar something. So I thought I was in a kind of a bind. So? So I just unfastened the safety and leapt down. There was that shed down there. The roof was kind of close. And what about the Tsar? Oh, blue! The Tsar was huge! Scary as shit! There was this rusty bolt, and my carrier got snagged on it.
Well, you, Duke, are lucky you already have a nickname. That's hilarious. And what was next?
Oh, next. Next we jumped that old preacher of theirs. Well, Artyom did most of it. He swooped in like a hawk. Yeah, he's good. While I was clamoring about those beams and fighting that side. Oh, I'm killing myself. Well, he basically solved the whole problem.
True that. Good job, Artyom.
Yeah, you both did well. Crest also. Sure. He did a swell job distracting those guards. I almost wet my pants with laughter when they started hauling that timber. He's an artist.
Yeah, he's a great guy. You all came out on top of the game.
And that calls for what?
A trick.
You nailed it. You truly are one of us now, Sam. Will you be joining us?
Nah, not now. I'll have some at dinner. Well, you'll have to catch up then.
Sure thing. Anyways, we will just have a little as a warm-up now. Great!
Ah, that's some good stuff.
Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. What does everyone expect of this trip?
Personally, I want to come back and tell Sveta of my adventures. So that she'd look at me with her huge gray eyes without blinking and keep saying, "You're such a hero, darling."
So you're expecting heroics and scars. That works.
And why did you come?
Well, my heart is aching for true romance. But in the metro, all women want a solid relationship, a reliable husband, a real provider.
Esse é cuzão.
Enough of that smug smile. It's unbearable. Not that I've had much better luck here so far. As soon as Katya came aboard, Stepan started cooing around her like a peacock.
You should be happy. Katya is a tough girl. You'd be under her thumb in no time.
That is unlikely. I'm not the kind of man to upstage his friend in a contest for a lady. Especially when that friend promises to break my arm.
Zé já tá doidão.
I'll catch my stroke of luck soon enough. There in Yamantau, women from all over the country have already gathered, waiting for yours truly. How about you, Demir? What made you go?
Well, at first I just went along with you guys, the colonel. But even then I thought, this is my chance to make my dream come true. A chance to see Kazakhstan, my people. But first, we must come back to Moscow, because it isn't fair. People must know that they've put up with enough. They are free. They can live outside now. What do you think about that, idiot?
I'm with you, Demir. Yet, freedom is not so simple. There was this freedom fighter, Che Guevara. He died under 40. Comrade Mao, whose book you've been perusing on the other hand, was a strict ruler but lived a long life.
Well, we should have expected that from you. Weird thing, though, is that you are called idiot.
I know. It's by his own choice. Because he's so fond of Chekhov.
Chekhov too, of course. But it's Dostoevsky for the most part, Sam, my friend.
Sure, I read the book too. It's just that I mix them up a lot. Chekhov wrote about that son of Austerlitz, a wounded officer. Powerful imagery.
You are just killing me. How about you, Uncle Sam? Got dreams?
You know, I just want to ride my board again. Spark a joint up on a beach. Catch that wave. Deep inside, under a grizzled metro dweller, there's still a relaxed Californian inside me.
Olha, ele é americano.
Get out of here!
So you know, before Dad talked me into joining the Corps, I used to wear my hair long. He told me they'd make a decent citizen out of the total disappointment that I was, and sent me to college once I was discharged. I joined, and they sent me to the Middle East.
Wow, so do you hope your guys would pick you up? I don't see them around.
Yeah, I don't hold my breath for my guys. Once this mission's over, I'll submit my discharge papers. I'll reach the ocean, and there, find a ship maybe?
Oh yeah, just imagine it. You arrive on that ship, and they go like...
Ah, the Russians are coming!
Esse cara é retardado, né?
You don't really need to go anywhere.
At least don't put your Ushanka on. They will sink you on sight.
I won't, though I will take my balalaika with me.
Balalaika. Well, who has any expectations for our reception at Yamantau?
Well, your expectations, Alyosha, are quite obvious, huh? Scantily clad junior officer ladies unrolling the red carpet.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. How about you guys?
Well, I hope they will answer a few questions. For example, if there is not a single American within hundreds of miles from Moscow, save for our friend Samuel here, why stay underground?
I'd put it a bit differently. Did you, dearest High Command gentlemen, know that we in Moscow had to spend 20 years underground?
Huh, by all means, you can ask those while I'm enjoying my briefing with the junior officer ladies, huh?
I don't know. I'm in the mood for a road trip.
Oh, we got ourselves a true traveler here.
Yeah, we will have to live and see.
You are right.
Bom, já que todo mundo saiu, eu vou embora também. Pode ficar da hora, velho. Cidade toda abandonada. Tem um carinha aqui que ficava embaixo, cadê ele?
Listen. I had a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Tokarev. He got the decoder working.
Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over. This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over. This is Colonel Sviatoslav Myelnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over. Yes. Hear you loud and clear. Who am I talking to? How do I address you? The Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment. Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order. Great, Colonel. Delicate? Simply capital. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike. I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Over. Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel? I have a squad of the best operatives the Special Forces have to offer. A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great! Yes, we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over. Just a moment, I have to check. K6 Alpha, you say? As far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret. I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you. This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major? Please. Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry. Well, see you in the Ark. Over and out. I serve the people. Over and out.
So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited my hands are still shaking. Oh, the minister himself! This is incredible! By the way, Art, you should take a look at the map. As you can see, we are heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex. Katya and Crest tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. It's not even that far, but our speed depends on the state of the track. So I think it's going to take us quite some time to get there. So, Yermak, where were we?
You were saying, it's all about the results.
Ah, yes.
Mano, vamos ver o que a Ana quer e voltar aqui.
There was another. How did it go? Ah, here goes.
Esse boneco do capeta.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with dumb ideas.
Mano.
Do you think that when we come back to Metro, they will believe us? They, who live there, bury their folks there, feed their children with rat meat. Time to go. Okay, let me get up.
Oh, this way.
I agree with Father when he says it was the only way to preserve civilization.
Pô, fala demais, velho.
Well, I don't object. But not all ends can be called just.
Well, hello, my brother-in-arms. Need a warm-up, huh?
Preciso ajudar ele, velho. Ele vai falar algumas coisas, eu acho.
Be my guest. I've been thinking here. How did Silantis manage to fool his people so quickly and so thoroughly? Charisma? Animal magnetism? Something in that faith of his? It is a well-known phenomenon, actually. As soon as Harkans hit, people's ability to think rationally shuts down. there's danger, or lack of food, an animal wakes up inside any Homo sapien. That animal, usually safely dormant, rears its head again. And what does that animal need? Not much. A pack, a leader, some food, and an enemy. The animal does not respect complex categories. It prefers a simple, black and white world with no shades of gray. This fact, by the way, was always appreciated by the powers that be. As soon as democracy seems to be leaning in a way that they don't like, well, they start a war. Or go witch hunting. If you make people feel threatened, they immediately go looking for a strong leader. They're even ready to eat less, only to alleviate the threat.
Agora tem que esperar ele falar.
Do you think Salantius, had he not introduced that fate of his, would have stayed in power for long? Of course not. Power needs ideology or religion. They are essentially the same thing. And usually, people don't even want to figure things out. They just want to get rid of anxiety, born from the complete and utter purposelessness of their existence. They also want an easily understandable goal, which they could single-mindedly pursue all their lives to take their minds off thoughts of impending death. Dyer, all right, let me do it.
Esse cara é chato, mano. Folgado. Passa o bagulho pra ele. Ele ainda reclama.
Why, I have been waiting for a chance like this for ages, and now everything seems to be coming together. It's the government, don't you understand?
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the metro.
Tá. Eu vou continuar no próximo episódio. E vamos ver o que acontece, né?